because they don't know, that causes greater fear, potentially, in their minds. And that, I think, particularly is why the former Labour government was so keen to kowtow to the intelligence community and to shred and give them lots of more resources and powers in the noughties. Do they look at wider political causes? Yes, and they have done, and so do the undercover police officers, which sort of inherited this work, political work, from the spies in the 1990s. But I think what is more concerning is how the goalposts are moving within UK law, so that the undercover cops, the police officers, were investigating domestic extremists, even though that is not a category recognised under UK law. And groups which are pure activist groups, such as Occupy in the City of London, were deemed by the City of London police to be domestic extremist/terrorist group. And we all know how terrorists can be treated under the law these days. So the goalposts themselves can move. And if they change the definition of what your activist group is, you become a legitimate target. And that's a real danger in a democracy. Why do they keep holding on to power? It's jobs for the boys, essentially. So when the Cold War ended, what were we going to do? We had MI5 with all this free time on their hands. Let's give them IRA terrorism to work on. Oh, we have the peace process in Northern Ireland. Let's give them Al-Qaeda to work on. Rather than taking a step back and saying, what are the threats to our real national security, our national existential integrity, and how do we best protect ourselves from those threats? And that if MI5 is not up to the job, then get rid of it. Set up a counter-terrorism agency made of the best and the bright from the police and the spooks or whatever, and make sure they work under the conditions that the police have to work under, evidentially and with accountability and oversight. We have MI5 policing terrorist groups in secret with no accountability when they're supposed to be doing a police-type job. Finally,